After all of the previous builds that I've done, I think this is going to be the best one. This is my improved Pigeon Rig, and what I have on it is a shunting rig that is very simple. It has a shunting and main sheet at the same time. That's the shunt. The main sheet is already connected. All you do is pull one line and connect it. Release it, pull it this way, and you shunt it, and your sail's already pulled in where you want it. I also have some remote controls that I rounded up, but I think the first try I'm going to do with the fishing pole like usual. It took a lot of work and a lot of patience, but let's see if I can get it to shunt. Then the steering is the double kick down rudders. So last time I had the rudders on the inside of the bigger hull, and I needed to have more drag towards the outside. So I think moving the rudders on the leewardmost side is going to help pull this thing more straight. Last time I didn't have a fishing pole attached and I had to go for a swim. But this time I have a fishing pole, so redundant safety. When backwinded, the model would self-correct, pointing the AMA back to the windward side. As you can see, I've already started the actual larger one based on this model. What I've done is added a wider sail. It has more give on the top. And what that'll do is it'll allow the wind to escape a little bit better. I've also put the steering oar back on. The dual kickdown rudders were creating too much drag because I would have to turn them while the boat was moving forward. And in turning them, it created too much drag forward of the center point, fore to aft. It was making the boat slow. And so I think by repositioning and minimizing the drag and putting it in the right location, I think this boat will perform much better than the other ones. It actually is a more traditional style, and I think that moving back to the old traditional stuff is actually where I want to go. So I've decided to do one last test with the model. I took all the remote controls out. I want to see how this does with the proper positioning of a weight distribution. As you can see, I'm matching the two sides up together. This is an asymmetrical Proa hull. Adding the top rail to the larger of the two hulls. This is how I laminated the deck support beams, and then I would cut these into individual smaller pieces. The main hull I've been working on, I put it aside for about 1.5 years. The deck will be supported by these arches, and the arches are inset the same thickness as these strips, so that will support the deck evenly. PVC is such an interesting material for me. I don't use it quite as much as I should, but I'll be using this piece of PVC for the boom. What I'll do is pour hot water in and hold this thing and bend it, and the hot water will melt the PVC just enough and it will hold that bend. I've got the far end capped off, and I'll cap this end with the water inside. I haven't used PVC enough in my boat builds. It has a high resistance to UV light, and it's flexible and it's strong. It's hard to break and it's cheap. All right, I've got my pot of boiling water, and I'm going to use this other pot to pour it in to this funnel. And I'm going to elevate myself with this step, and then I have some safety gear on top of that, just in case this thing wants to explode. It seems to be a lot more flexible when it's hot. I think the cap's fused on because of the heat, so I'll have to drill through to get the water out. It could be under pressure because it's real hot, so I got to be careful. There goes the water. Later on, I'll change these out to predetermined lengths, but for right now, I've got these ratchets, which are okay for now for testing. And then the S-hooks are for quick and easy. If something goes wrong, I can unclip that from either side. And it's got the tape, so it'll reduce any chafing. These are stainless steel.